Well, hello everybody. I am trying to do a different setup, but unfortunately that gives me more backlighting, so I'm going to look into getting more blackouty kind of curtains. I've got my mirror sitting down here with my stuff. So I'm going to try doing things from this new arrangement. Really, I've just turned things 45 degrees, more or less. So anyway, I put on BB cream. Now, this is the one that I was using. I just bought, just to compare them, I bought this one, which is more or less the same. But this one has a new look, it says. But I also got, this is the normal to oily and, or sorry, normal to dry. This is the normal to oily. And I found, because this is takes a while to absorb in, this does go in a little bit easier. I'm not sure the tint is exactly the same, but that's where we're at with that kind of thing. I still like it. It still does a great job for what it is. It's like if you just want to do like a one and done thing, it gives you a bit of toning. And then I put on some basic sketched in eyebrow, and that's really all I've done so far. So I'm going to light my legal back relief here. And figure out what I want to do today color-wise. I think, because I'm going with Marianne thrifting, and we've never done that before. Vincent has been fairly busy of late, so it's been very, very challenging to get together with him. So I'm going to, I should pull out this color change. It's too hard to use from down there. Yeah, for my little quick color change device. So I'm going to start actually putting on a little bit of contour, just a tiny bit, just to get things started, just so I can figure out my face definitions here. You know, look up in the dictionary my face definitions. Yeah, this lighting is terrible. I really am sorry, people. Really am. God, even this is low. I have to go down like this. So clearly this is a thing I'm going to have to continue to work on. The layout of how I do things here. But in the meantime, as always, I keep trying different things to see what's going to work for me best. And here we go. Okay. I'm going to call that part done. And I'm going to take a pause. Scooby looks like he wants to get down off the sofa, and I don't want him jumping with his teeny weeny little legs. So I will be back. Okay, so I am back. I'm just going to take this little brush here, and I'm just going to blend that in around here. Okie dokie. So I want to find, and of course I'm going to use my I Love the World palette by Shing Beauty, which has gotten quite mucky because I use a lot of this. Do I want to use this, or do I want to go in with, oh, actually I am going to use this. Because I am going to go in with my sort of a brownie color. I think I like the idea of doing sort of browns and golds. Sort of my new thing, but I always end up getting other colors in there too because, well, I just can't help it. I end up liking color. I did not even put on any kind of base today. So just gonna use the same brush and I'm just gonna lightly, softly diffuse that out there. Boy, that's like really wrinkly skin in there today. Is that because I didn't prime? Yeah, that's better. So, now I'm going to take my little brush. Somehow I'm digging holes in this, which I'm not trying to do. I'm trying to be light, but I end up digging holes. Now, maybe I should take some, do I have a good gold? Oh, what are you? You look really nice and rich. Sort of almost coppery bronze. Yes, Gibby, what is it? And let's see, maybe go back in with that same brush that the same brush I had. Yeah, you are. Okay. And I wonder if I want to do the same thing on the inside here and then do more of a halo eye, or do I want everything to go out like I usually like? That's a hard call. Let's see, well, let's just keep going with what I'm doing. Do I want to put more of that on? No, I don't. I want to go in with something darker here. And more of a matte. see, I think I want to take my promotion. Let's take the Keno card. And we're gonna line that up below the eye. And I do the same thing on the other side. Line it up with below the eye. See, I'm not as worried about things going muddy when I'm doing browns, because that's kind of the state that they're in anyway. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with the light that I started with, and I'm going to put that under my eye. And then I'm going to go in with the same here. Then I'm going to go in with the darker brown, just there. Just there. And then I'm going to take this fluffy brush again. Try and take this black. Maybe I should take a little black and put that down there too. And then take that fluffy brush again. And I think I need to put some translucent powder or something on. I am a little bit moist. Do people hate that word, moist? I know I've mentioned that before. I have a lot of friends that just absolutely detest it. But it is not the end of the world to me. No, it's a teeny pat. I would think I should probably get something bigger. I'm trying not to get it right on my under eyes right now because it tends to just pack in there. And then it just emphasizes all the cracks and crinkles, as you might be able to notice as it sits there. And this is just my translucent powder. It's not my banana powder. So, there we go. We got that on. And I'm just going to take this and brush that away. Gotta get a better fluffy brush. I like the fluffiness. I really don't like the texture of these natural bristles. So I'm gonna take a moment to regroup and plan, and I will be back. Okay, so I ended up doing a little bit of my Epic liner, and then I used my Lift and Snatch by NYX just to draw a few little hairs on there. And that's all I've done. I forgot to turn the camera back on. So now I am back to putting on my concealer. And I'm gonna get that smushed in with my sponge. And I'm trying to put it mostly right where that line is. It's really hard. If I had something more fine, but I don't know how much difference that makes on my wrinkly face. But that is the goal, is to try and keep it just where the dark part is there. And then when I go and set it with my banana powder, which I'm going to do right now, I just put like a little tiny bit in my lid. A little bit goes a long way. I don't know if people can see that, but it's a little bit. Because this powder is very drying, it's very fine, so it will, if you already have lines and wrinkles like I do, and you can't get them smooth with your products, like your concealers and your foundations, what you will see, I don't know if you can see it, but see, you get all the little cracks and crevices and that, like it will emphasize. And then I have to resist the urge to drag it across my skin because I feel like for some reason I'm going to try and erase things that way, and it doesn't. It just creates more creases in my face, which is not what I'm going for. But it all makes a difference, I tell you. So I'm now going to go in and take my fluffy brush. No, don't want that brush. No, I'm going to put that. I don't know. Can you see? Can you see what I was talking about? Where it settles in those creases of mine. There's not a lot I can do about it because I'm an old man, and there's only so much you can do with your old man skin. But it's always a really good test on me whether things are working properly or not. Now I'm going to set this with my all-nighter spray. Where did I put my, oh, they're right down here. So it is time now for my kohl liner. See, and I think I'm going to do that from here. I like using different liners for different effects. If I use the liquid pen liners, I get to put them in very small doses in places. If I take the pencil, like I will do things on the outside up here and the inside down here. But if I use liquid there, sometimes it gets really mucky. And if I want to do like a really big area, I will use the the little pot of gel liner. And I find it to be the most effective for that kind of thing. I think it's time for a little bronzer, just a little bit. Just a little bit of bronzer. There, it'll do. Gosh, this lighting is terrible. I really apologize. And I'm sorry I don't have music on. I'm just a little discombobulated by all these things today. So I'm going to do some mascara. I'm not going to bother with like false eyelashes or anything. Maybe I should do my white though. Let me do my white. That's blue white. I want the white white. Where's the white white? There it is. Paint some white into that little dark spot under there. And I think smush that with my finger a little. Because I don't want to take that right away. There. And then I just need some glitter. And I think maybe I'll just go in with the glitter that I have here in this palette. Let's see what I can do. Oh, no, that's right. Mascara first. Those darn pigeons are on a balcony again. I got a plastic owl to see if that would scare them away, and it doesn't. I think they just think that's the thing that starts the party. Because I find them all now clustered around. But it could be a pigeon orgy out there for all I know. They just really like my balcony. They never used to. We've been here 10 years, and it's the first year that they've been insanely attracted to our balcony. I don't usually do any lower lash stuff, but for whatever reason today, it seemed like the thing to do. Okay, so, oops. So let's take a little of Okay, that was my little highlight, which is a golden, sunny, kind of tanny kind of color. And now, let's see, where's my little sort of packing brush? Are you my packing? No, you're not my packing brush. You're not my packing brush. You're a fluffy brush. There you are. This is what I'm calling a packing brush because it's really flat and wide. So I'm going to take and I'm going to spritz a little setting spray on that. And I'm going to pick up some glitter, but I don't know what color I want. I want it to stand out. I wonder if I put like something greeny gold. And then take this here. This is sort of a greeny gold, which I think goes nicely with the browns that I've done.